Hi everyone. So welcome here in this video. I just want to share 3 practices that I do when I hit those moments of overwhelm or powerlessness or those moments in order to regulate my system. And when I regulate my system, then I can be more open, I can be more available to life. I'm more grounded. And that to me is a superpower that we have in these days, to know how to shift our system, know how to shift our state from a state of, being powerless, which can overtake us or which we can, try and avoid as much. So these are 3 practices you can do anywhere, pretty much, at any time. And they don't take long. And so to me, these are alchemical practices for us to show up in a way that we are sourcing our power from within, which is next stage for me, which is new paradigm relationship with power. So the first one is just a gentle humming. And when you hum, you're working really your breath, but also there's a resonance in the sound that the waters of the body and the nervous system really begin to come back to regulation. So if you just take a nice deep inhale and then gently and do that a couple of times, and it's that deep breath, so it's a belly breath in. You inhale and really let your belly distend out, so your whole belly and lungs open up. And then I like to think of the hum as like the universal sound. It's like we're connecting to the great sound of the cosmos, and that in some way is soothing our system and toning up the vagus nerve. So I would do that, 4, 5, 6, 10 times if you have time to do it. Any time of the day, if you don't mind. If you're on your own, probably it's easier, but these days anything goes. I do it when other people are around at this stage. It's so important to keep my nervous system regulated. So the second practice is a beautiful practice that speaks really to how the darkness can soothe us, even at this time when we're at the summer solstice, but that how important it is to know that the summer and winter solstice are connected and they co-arise. So the second practice is you just place the palms of your hands over your eyes like this, and you just keep your eyes open behind the palms, just so your eyes are open and so your eyes are drinking in the darkness. And then you breathe nice deep belly breaths again, and inhale, and then a very slow long exhale. So long slow exhale. So inhale, keeping the eyes open. We have a tendency to want to close our eyes when we do this, but keep the eyes open. Nice belly inhale into the belly, into the ribs, and then on the exhale, long slow exhale, keeping the eyes open. And usually what happens is you'll notice a shift. Something will happen, like you'll feel like your breath deepening, or you'll feel like maybe a yawn comes or a sigh. That's often the sign that your vagus nerve has toned up, which is the way we want it. So that's another one to do. Lovely. I often do that if I wake up at night and I'm kind of really activated and feeling the powerlessness of being in the world and the overwhelm. And that often just helps me get back to sleep. And then the last one is we're working with the what's called the triple warmer, and it is in Chinese medicine. So this has really helped me a lot. And again, I would actually sit on the side of the bed sometimes if I'm feeling this, or in the middle of the day if I hear something on the news, or I watch something on my screen and it just triggers me. I'll just put it away and then just do this very powerful practice. So what you're going to do is you're going to use your two hands and trace the hands with quite a nice tension in the hands around the back of the ears, and then all the way down the side of the neck, and hold on to the top of the neck and shoulders. So you're going to do that 3 times with the inhales and the exhale, okay? So tracing, inhale, up at the top of the ears, and then down behind the ears where the vagus nerve runs, and then hold on an exhale. You're holding this nice strong clasp around the shoulders and neck. And then last time, inhale and exhale. The second part of that then is you take your either hand and just here, this between the baby finger and the ring finger, that groove there, you're going to take it and tap it. And again, bring your breath, inhaling nice and deep in through the nose if you can, belly breath, and then exhale, long, slow exhale. 3 times, inhale, exhale. And the last inhale, you're going to hold on the inhale for just a couple of seconds and then exhale. So inhale, hold the breath, soften around the holding, and then exhale and release. And then switch over and do it on the opposite hand. So again, that groove between your baby finger and your ring finger, just that groove that follows down from the knuckle. Inhale, tapping all the time. Inhale, exhale, long, slow exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then on the last inhale, you're going to hold the breath at the top of the inhale all the time, tapping. Hold the breath, soften around that holding, and then gently and slowly and really slowly exhale. I exhale, inhale and exhale through my nose for those. And again, you should, most likely you will feel a shift, you'll feel like a yawn or a sigh, or you'll just feel a very subtle shift happen, which means that you have regulated your system. And so those are 3 that you can just bring into your day or your night, if you're like me, sometimes waking up in the middle of the night. I really know that like this is a superpower we have to shift our state. We know so much about the nervous system now. It's what the ancients knew before, but we have the science now. So this is a time when I believe when we can shift our powerlessness, those moments of powerlessness, when we can either be paralyzed or drown in that, can be taken over by the powerlessness or react out of the powerlessness, that actually it's a moment to regulate. Because when we regulate, we can then move into action from that place, which is really, I've always found, wise action. And we're really disrupting an old threat system. We're disrupting it, and it's hard at times. So go easy, go gently with yourself, start to practice these, and they become almost, to me, I just know this is my go-to. One of these are my go-to when I feel that complete powerlessness and overwhelm, and activation in my system that means that I'm in my threat system, in my stress system. So we can shift out. That's our great power. And so let's start doing that more and more on our own, with each other, Yeah, let's build a new relationship to our inner superpower, our inner power, and it will show up so much, so with such difference in the world. Wishing you lots of love, and I'll see you soon.